Well, it happened again. The Nine Tails gang of Stanton has decided to cause chaos and grief in the lovely city of Orison. For those of you who don't know,
Siege of Orison is a server-wide raid that requires a collective effort of players to navigate their way through 4 different platforms that can only be accessed by shuttle from the Cloudview Center.
we'll have to navigate through each platform, searching for the lieutenants, getting codes to disable the anti-air defenses, and eventually
Reaching the final platform to defeat the leader of the assault, Mendo Ren. For those of you who do know, nope, hang on. Nine Tails isn't f***ing around anymore.
Oh, the AAs are lighting you guys up.
the last time Siege of Orison happened, let's be honest,
Nine Tails was kind of a pitiful joke.
the AI just stood there, and you could basically sprint through with nothing but your trusty pair of fists and some fashionable red shoes. CIG took that personally
And decided to give us a spanking this time around. The AI is much more aggressive and...
Oh, floor guy.
They don't always play by the rules.
I thought I'd just grab a drink here at Prospect Park real quick and tell you a little story about our many attempts to reach Mendo Ren. Cheers, fellas. Anyways, my name is Fatbird, and today we're going to try and save some rich people's property.
Just like any other epic ground assault, we begin with a casual and awkward public transport ride like you're commuting to work. Okay, let's cut to the chase. There's always enough players handling the entry, so we're going to go around and get started on chipping away at Nine Tails further up and pushing to find the lieutenants.
Oh my god, look at this pile of bodies.
There's really no specific trick to finding them, since they spawn in random locations. You pretty much just have to brute force your way through a multitude of open areas,
Alright, 100 meters straight ahead.
various interior spaces, and a whole lot of elevators.
Just taking a sip.
Drunken soldier.
Once we find a lieutenant, some of our team will take the code to find and disable the AA, while the rest of us move on to the next platform. This is where things start to get tricky.
The Heartmoor and Brushwood platforms don't present any harder enemies, but their size and layout can push you into more vulnerable positions. Now that Nine Tails has become a bigger pain in the ass,
Yeah, he's dead. Wait, you got up again? Okay. Now he's dead. They'll spot you from further away, take more accurate shots, and close in on you from multiple angles.
Oh damn.
Oh.
He went from far left to far right. He just murked me.
The persistent injuries, constantly needing meds, blurred vision, and reduced mobility can really get you in a pickle. Especially when you're dealing with the Nine Tails AI hiding in the ground, shooting through the walls, or floating in the air.
Yep, I'm dead.
Eventually, it just catches up to you.
I'm down.
sometimes you just have to retreat. The injuries can become so severe that you basically become useless, and your only options are to either die and regenerate, or hobble your way back to Orison and visit the hospital.
I have an idea. I could just...
What?
I have an idea. Dies.
Maybe a quick break at the bar to get away from the bugs and chaos?
Nolan, stop! I want to get a drink!
That's not even me!
Take a seat, Nolan. Oh, no.
Oh, Pepper, help! Help me!
Nope, never mind.
After some recovery, we were able to go back and eliminate the remaining lieutenants, but not without issues and a few frustrating attempts.
Success.
Now, all that's left is to grab a ship from one of the platforms, fly it towards the admin center, and hopefully not get blown up in the process.
Yep, don't do that.
Needless to say, we have a somewhat unorthodox approach to this.
I'm gonna take the Ares, grab the Hercules, and come back over. Ooh, why are we being shot?
That Cutlass has an identity crisis. It's trying to be a turret. Whoa. Cutlass is up. Okay.
Whoa!
What?
Blew up in my face. That was awesome.
Alright, are we good?
We're
Got
okay.
ammo.
I think.
I am healed.
Hop on the turrets for now, please. Let me assess the situation once we get over there and figure out how dangerous it's going to be.
We've learned the hard way that the turrets on the platform are a force to be reckoned with, but there are certain approaches to stay out of their line of sight, mostly.
Turret off to our
Alright,
left.
everybody move to the door. Oh, go, 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 go!
Can't get in the seat. I'm just walking off. Running down the ramp.
We have
Out of
a
here.
Alright, tank's out.
We're out. We're clear. Last man.
Okay, cool.
Who's on the turret with me?
I am.
Okay.
Getting lit up right now.
Holy sh**.
Where do we need to go?
I can't fall.
Yeah, I see that. I'm just gonna keep heading this way.
Holy sh**.
Me and Fatbird are stuck in this little trench. We can't jump out, so we're just gonna be running around until we
Hey,
find a way.
run towards the
Alright, I'm
left.
going back for the cyclone. Gotta jump on the
Okay,
wheel.
I'm back up. Yeah, jump on the wheel. Jump ahead, Nina.
We didn't anticipate these trenches being a big issue, but thankfully we still had the tank.
Okay. I think we can probably get out on foot from here.
Okay, we need to head towards that barge. You see that big barge on the right? We need to go towards the building connecting to it.
The way we took was a bit of a hike, but there's no denying it was quite the scenic detour. Luckily, the remaining trenches were jumpable, and now we're in the home stretch. All that's left is to reach the building, take the elevator to the docking port, and make our way through the jumping puzzle, which can be a little awkward for some of us suffering from some injuries.
What if I hold it a little further out?
Yep.
I love how that worked. Welcome.
Hang on, let's pause for a second.
You're probably wondering, where's Mendo? Yeah, he wasn't there. And he wasn't there a bunch of times.
Well, we did eventually get to him, but it was almost a little unsatisfying. Mendo wasn't the only one who ghosted us either. Sometimes the lieutenants didn't show up, or they were stuck on the floor. We were able to complete it, so despite all of that,
I still got the cash, and I got the helmet. But you know what? It's not about the money, and it's not about the vanity of owning this helmet. What really matters is having a good time with friends. I won't be needing this thing anymore. I think that helmet was kind of ugly anyways.
I hope you enjoyed our little journey, and until next time, citizens, Fat Bird out.